Part of maturity is thinking future events all the way through with discipline instead of guessing, wishing, and leaving things to luck. You hear that? Part of maturity is thinking future events all the way through with discipline instead of guessing, wishing, and leaving things to luck. When you've thought scenarios through, you can move forward with strength and confidence, knowing that you've planned for most of what would happen, and the odds are now on your side. By doing this, it frees up your mind to deal with the exceptions as they arise. With women, a mature man has thought through all the possible situations and scenarios and has planned accordingly. The immature boy man thinks that he's done the same, only it's not the same at all. The boy man uses tricks and techniques to manipulate and only lives for the moment and instant gratification. The test you can apply anytime is simple. Ask yourself if what you're dealing feels manipulative, sneaky, or dishonest in any way. If it does, then you're allowing the boy man inside of you to run things, which will ultimately lead you to a feeling of less fulfillment, not more. If the feeling inside of you is one of strength, authenticity, and wanting to add to your woman's life experience and joy, then you are on the right track. It's the simple test. How do you feel? Now, this is not to suggest that it's a bad idea to use techniques and to use training wheels and crutches when you need to, and to use the KISS test. That's not what I'm saying. Sometimes you're going to need to just get through things. You're going to have to get over them. But if you start relying on those things and they become your identity, and you get that charge out of like manipulating a person or getting them to do something because you wanted them to, that's when it's become unhealthy. That's when it's not mature. That's the boy man. Becoming a man means giving things up. It means letting go of certain things. It means giving up throwing emotional tantrums to get attention. It means giving up correcting people because you need to feel important. It means giving up disagreeing with people to show your superiority. It means giving up being a know-it-all so people will give you approval. It means giving up saying and doing things to win attention and approval, not add value and genuinely help a situation. These are all boy-man behaviors, and you have to give these up if you want to be mature. And when you give them up, I don't mean you give them up a little bit, I mean you give them up. You get past the need to have them. And if they creep back up, you go, that's not me anymore, huh? And you just let it go. So in summary, becoming a man means giving some things up. And you might have one of them pop back up for you at some point. You might even be in a situation with other adults, and you start acting like a little child. And you might say, you know what? I just started acting like a little bitch. I'm not going to do that. Let's continue. And you'll probably win their respect by doing it. You can't really have a men's program like this without a little poetry. And since I just... So, here we go. The Tao Te Ching. Thought this was an appropriate one. Yield and overcome. Bend and be straight. Empty and be full. Wear out and be new. Have little and gain. Have much and be confused. Therefore, wise men embrace the one and set an example to all. Not putting on a display, they shine forth. Not justifying themselves, they are distinguished. Not boasting, they receive recognition. Not bragging, they never falter. They do not quarrel, so no one quarrels with them. Therefore, the ancients say, yield and overcome. Is that an empty saying? Be really whole, and all things will come to you. Up there at the beginning, bend and be straight, empty and be full, wear out and be new, have little and gain, have much and be confused. My modern interpretation of that is the critical counterintuitive. Except he was talking about it a few minutes before me. Men, masculine, developed, mature men, understand what this means. Has a tremendous amount of meaning. You could read this every year and it will mean something different to you your whole life.